What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. I want to start off this video by just apologizing. I know it's been a few weeks since I've posted. If you look around, I'm back home for Christmas and New Year's, just spending time with my family and celebrating. So I just decided the week of Christmas to not film or edit really anything. But I'm done procrastinating on this video because it's an epic and awesome video, and I'm super excited to share with you this video. And I decided I wanted to show you more of the nitty gritty, like, grind of marathon prep and give you more of a feel for kind of what it's like to run 6 days a week and run 65 to 70 miles a week. And so in this video, I'm going to take you through day by day, all my runs, all my workouts, and kind of explain how I'm feeling this far along in prep and just show you the reality of what it takes to train for a 250 marathon for me. So before I start, this week was about 7 weeks out from race day. So this is what my training looks like. I'm not at peak training. My peak will probably be 70 to 75 miles. This was about 66 miles in total. And so I'm not at the top of where I'm going to be, but I'm kind of like on the back half, basically. So I'm definitely hitting some big mileage. But let me take you through a full week of marathon training in my life to run a 250 marathon. My second attempt at a 250 marathon. Yeah, it's been a grind. Okay, so we started off on Monday morning, 10 miles easy. Monday mornings are really hard mentally sometimes to get your run done, because you come off a huge week. You run 6 days in a row. You kind of like build up all this mileage, and then it all resets on Sunday. You have one rest day, and then you got to go back to the drawing board on Monday and knock out some more miles. So Monday was kind of a tough run just mentally to like get out the door and start the week off. But I got it done about an 8:03 pace for that one, which felt pretty good. Tuesday was the same thing, 10 miles easy, just kind of like stacking mileage Monday and Tuesday. Because Wednesday was my big workout, which I kind of want to go over in detail and give you a feel for how this went.
All right, we have big workout today. It's one of those workouts that are like just intimidating, nerve-wracking, and just like really tough workouts. But now that we're less than 2 months out, these workouts are going to become more and more crucial. So what it is a 2-mile warm-up, then 6 miles at a 6:20 pace, then a 3-minute jog, and then 4 times 800 meters in 3 minutes or less, with a 1 minute and 30-second jog in between each set. And then a 2-mile cool down. It's a big one. I don't know how I'm going to feel. It's one of those workouts where, like, I don't know, could go either way. But the bottom line is you just have to show up and give yourself that chance. You might not know what's going to happen in the workout, how you're going to feel, how it's going to go, whatever. But as long as you get out and try, you give yourself a chance. And more times than not, things are going to go well, and you're going to find your groove and really, like, push through that workout. So that's what we're doing today, regardless of feeling kind of nervous about it. Just gonna push these paces, get faster, get more fit, and just see what happens. So let me take you through this workout. It's gonna be a grinder. This is one of those workouts that's just a behemoth. So, pre-run fit check before we go. Alphafly 3s, white colorway. I've been using these for most of my speed workouts. Nike Unicorn socks. Lululemon Fast and Free half tights with 2 Go gels in there, mango flavor. Gonna be using those, one at mile 3, one at mile 6 probably. Got a Nike Aeroswift singlet. Got some nasal tape just to kind of pop my nostrils open a little bit. I got the Shox earbuds just to kind of, like, if I want to listen to some music but also talk to Sophie. Coral Space Pro, and Aloe hat. And that is a fit check. Let's go knock out a big workout. Yeah. So the way I do these workouts is I program it on my watch. So it will say, like, start workout for today, and I'll just start it, and it basically just runs me through the workout. So it starts counting down. Like, it'll take me through my 2-mile warm-up, and then it will immediately go into that 6-mile block at 6:20 pace. And it beeps at me if I'm going too fast, and it beeps at me if I'm going too slow. So it kind of keeps me in the right range, and then it just goes through the whole workout. So that's part of the reason I like Coro so much, is just because, like, the app for programming workouts is really easy, and, like, there's like a car ripping by. But yeah, the app that Coros uses is just, like, really easy to use and is really helpful for these workouts. So All right, it's warm today as well. Thought I'd mention. It's like almost 80 degrees. So, it's going to be a hot one. That right there was a successful workout. Ended up being around 13 miles, getting my last 2 mile cool down miles in, but I hit every pace faster than prescribed. And that was just such a confidence booster. 6 miles, sub 620 pace. I was hitting some of them at like 614s, and then hit all of my 800 meters. And I feel so strong right now. I'm super pumped about that. 13 miles, 642 overall pace, but of course hitting all those splits. Yeah, snag a picture of that real quick. Yeah, there are no guarantees in the marathon. Every day is just a battle. Every workout's hard, every run's tough to get out the door and go. But it feels so great, like nights like this where you do hit your workout, you hit your splits, and things go well. And it's not out of luck, it's out of like that continuous discipline that you have to have every day to get to this point where you can have a successful workout like this. There's really not a lot of luck in running. It's just all consistency. And so through that, you put yourself in positions to succeed. And that's what I feel like I've done in this workout. Hitting 13 miles, hitting my paces. I'm just proud of that. I'm trying to like be proud of each run. It's hard to do, but I'm just trying to get there and just be like, and just enjoy the fact that I hit that workout and everything went great and I feel good and I'm fit. So that is Wednesday workout.
So all in all, successful workout, and really got me excited and encouraged and told me a lot about where my fitness is at. And I'm really excited to kind of see myself getting faster. Sometimes when you're doing all these easy runs throughout the week, it can be hard to really like tell where your fitness is at because you can get stuck in kind of like the boringness of just having to knock out slower miles. But doing these workouts with fast pace built in really helps to build confidence, and it really did that for me. So that brings us to Thursday, and I would say Thursday was actually the worst run of the week, mentally and physically. Because sometimes it's just hard to have a really successful big workout and then less than 24 hours later, get right back to it, doing some slower paced miles. So I didn't feel mentally good. I did not want to go out the door that day and run. And I also physically kind of just felt pretty sore from the workout, the night before. But regardless, I got it done. And that's just like what it's about. You can't expect to feel good all the time. You can't expect to feel motivated all the time. You can't expect these things because they're not going to happen. Like, marathon preps are long. You're going to have a lot of runs that feel like utter crap. And that's what this one felt like. But I still did it. So it's just like, regardless of all those things and all those excuses you could have, just do it anyways. You have to. There's no other way. And so that's what that run was for me. Ran it a little bit slower at an 8:48 pace, but got it done. And then I moved on to Friday. So Friday was another workout, but it was a very low mileage workout, high intensity, low mileage. So it's like 2 miles easy, just to get my legs like ready because they're pretty tight right now. And then I just immediately go into 10, 100 meter like strides. So like not like a full on sprint, but it's like pretty close. Just like absolutely striding out 100 meters and then immediately like go into like a 200 meter like jog. And then 100 meters and then 200 meters, 100 meters, 200 meters. So 10 sets of that, and then a 1 mile cool down. So it'd be like 5 miles total today. Because I'm like also getting ready for an 18-mile long run tomorrow. These days are just like long. You have to get used to the fact that you're gonna run like at least 10 miles a day, if not more, except on Friday. This is like my low day. So yeah, that's what we got for today. That. You can have a great run and you're like, I love this, I'm a beast, like I know why I love running, whatever. And then the next day you can have a bad run and you're like, why do I do this? I'm sick of signing up for marathons. But then today, body felt a lot better and was able to recover. Because that's the biggest thing. If you can get through a marathon prep and recover as you go on and stay injury free, that's so golden. A lot of people can't get through preps because they can't get through injury free. So I really prioritize just like my sleep, my nutrition, and just making sure my body's fresh every day because I got to run a lot every day. And then that brought me to Saturday's long run. Saturday's long run was an 18-miler, another run that was just extremely hard to get out the door for. Long runs are hard sometimes. It's hard to like take that first step and know you're going to be running for the next 2 hours and 30 minutes. But I got out the door and I just kind of like had my head down for the first 5 miles, and 5 miles in I started to feel much better and then kind of found my groove and then just knocked out the remaining 13 miles after that. Yeah, not much to write home about on that long run. A lot of these runs are just boring and they're just a grind. And then that brings us to Sunday. Sunday is my one and only day off. And so on Sundays, I literally like sleep in, make sure I get enough sleep, take a nap, massage gun, and just get myself right physically and mentally to go back into another big week. So I just take it easy on Sunday. It can be very easy to kind of like lose sight of why you're doing this. You know, you're just running miles and miles and miles and there's no end in sight for weeks and weeks. And it just feels like it's never going to end. But I'm really chasing something and I'm really trying to achieve something, that's going to be very difficult for me. And I would say the last 2 weeks I've struggled a lot, kind of falling back into the mindset I was in my last build, which was just like so hyper focused on the end result and the time I'm going to run. And it's not a good place for me to be. And I have to continuously remind myself, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to run a 250 marathon. I'm going to do everything I can to run a 250 marathon. And I'm going to put like all my effort towards that. And like, just honestly, like I want to run a 250 marathon so bad. But that's not the most important thing. And it's sometimes hard to connect what I know to be true. Like I know that's not the most important thing, but I don't always feel that way. Like I feel like it is the most important thing sometimes. So sometimes I struggle to have what I know to be true connect with what I'm feeling. And I think that's just natural human tendency. I don't think it's a problem to have fears and be scared. You know, I'm definitely like nervous and scared going into this goal, scared to like fail again after, you know, I tried, failed, and I'm trying again. I just don't want to fail again. It's just like a fear I have, like, honestly. But it's not a problem to have those fears. It's just a problem to let those fears like debilitate you and like stop you from still trying. So I'm just trying to keep that in mind every day, like reminding myself that truth and just continuing to get my runs done every day. If I look too far ahead, it freaks me out. So I'm just like focusing on the day and the work I have to get done for that day. And so that's where I'm at right now in marathon prep. Just kind of like an honest look into my mentality. Apart from that, I'm the most fit I think I ever have been. I was looking at some of my workouts for my last build and I'm ahead of where I was in my last build, being 7 weeks till race day. And so seeing that does give me a lot of confidence and makes me just excited, if anything, to know that the consistency and dedication has been paying off and I have been getting more and more fit. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited to see myself grow as a runner. You know, it wasn't long ago, like I had just gotten into running and just gotten into long distance. And now to be able to see how far I've come, not because of anything crazy I've done, just because of just doing it over and over and being so consistent. It's starting to pay off for sure. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a more raw and real look into the reality of marathon training. It is not all fun. It is not all like sunshine. A lot of it is extremely hard. I always have doubts that are like in my mind. But I'm just like human and I'm just trying to work through those things and, you know, go after this goal and hopefully achieve this goal. I really hope I can do it. And I'm excited. Like, it's exciting. No one knows what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen and neither do you. So, and I just appreciate all of you following along this journey and being interested in what I'm doing and allowing me to do this. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you're subscribed because I know a lot of you are not subscribed. And I really appreciate it if you subscribed, dropped a like, comment. I love reading through all the comments and responding to as many of you as I can. But that's going to wrap up this video. I will see you all in episode 6.